And of course, I have in the studio here with me from Jamaica College, they call it JC, place on Old Hope Road. There we have two students. And listen, we're giving the students a chance to express themselves. And we have Jevaughn Cain. This now all these difficult names. I hope I pronounce it correctly. No? Jevaughn Cain?
Jevaughn Cain.
Right. You are lower 6?
Lower 6. I'm 16 years old. My birthday is actually the 1st of November. So I'm going to be 17 then.
Well, you need to send me that thing. Go on my link and send me your birthday so I can mention it on air. But you look like you're about 40. And also to my left, we have Tony Kirlew. You have a simple name, right?
Yeah, simple.
Tony Kirlew from Jamaica College. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm 17 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm in upper 6.
Yeah. Right. Upper 6. Okay.
Yeah, upper 6. I'm turning 18 in December.
Oh, so I need to get you're right. So because I mentioned birthdays on here, so I need to get both information for both of you. But let me ask you, Jevaughn, what are you interested in doing when you grow up? When you grow up already, if you ask me.
Don't make the looks fool you, man. I'm interested in pursuing biochemistry. So
that
currently,
big for my head, biochemistry.
Yes, biochemistry. So these people are the persons that sort out like food, perfumes, and all of that.
Oh, so when we have you, wouldn't have those problems we had by he was circle.
No.
How the young people them think differently? Because we're not ready at all.
No man, this different.
Yeah.
Right? This is the chemical stuff and all of that.
Yeah.
I always thought to myself from when I was younger, like, imagine if I made my own secret formula.
But you're going to kill me after, Okay. Well, have you thought of anything in particular? What you would want to?
Yeah.
What are you thinking of?
I've been thinking of perfume and scents.
Okay.
Right.
And you have to think of something very Jamaican. So it gets international. All right, so hope I live long enough to hear your special perfume. Right. And Tony, what you see yourself being?
Well, I have 2 career paths I'm looking at right now.
You better make it 3 or 4. You know what's going on nowadays,
Well, I would like to be a lawyer or
a lawyer?
Yeah. Or
did you say a lawyer or a liar?
A lawyer.
Oh, sorry, my apologies. I've been terrible. And but why? When you so like you want to head for politics too? All the lawyers them you don't want to get into politics.
No, me and that politics.
Nothing to that at all.
No.
No, guys, we want to look at what's happening over there, not only with the young people, but basically with the society. And, I feel that it is very important for us to hear more from the young people. We hear from the politicians every day, other persons. And that's why you're here. And you notice, I come with a clean slate because of giving you the opportunity to talk about things that affect you. I have some concerns like the world done something phenomenal. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with they call it the Clark something. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with young people that just feel that all they need in life is to get 10, 15, and 20 subjects. They don't seem to understand the need for being socially adjusted and to make themselves into a human being or a Jamaican that can make sure this great little country continue to be greater. Well, I don't know if it's too great right now. Who's going to start the ball rolling?
All right, so I'll start off. So the last thing that you mentioned is one of the things that I've been looking at, which would have been persons just getting subjects, 10, 20 subjects, and then when they leave school, they end up in an ordinary job, right? One of the things that I believe is that school is a tool, right?
I love this one. School is a tool, and I'm going to add to it. School is a tool, so don't be a fool. Yes. I'm making a note. Go ahead.
All right. So school is a tool, right? It's a lot of the problem where even this problem where persons just leave school is because persons just pass through. They don't recognize the opportunities that they have at the school. Even at Jamaica College, I can say that there are a lot of opportunities, but it's as if they just pass through and they just do schoolwork alone. Because
why do you think this is so?
I believe it comes from the family, but I believe it's also
The family still exists?
if the family still
Yes.
exists. You know, that's a good question, you know, because to what's happening in the world right now, I would like to say it's not existing right now. But I believe it's the school, it's school administration and also the family, where the only thing that's being pushed to young people is just get your subjects and you'll be all right. Just get your subjects and you'll be all right, and you just get thrusted out into the world and you don't have one idea how the world is.
You know, that's true, Trevor, and I'll agree with that. They don't understand that school is not the end of it. There are skills that you can get to replace school, in which you can know you go to, whether you're a contractor or a mason, you know. And that's one of the things that is impacting youth today. The parents and the family just push school on the students without actually considering how
From
school
here,
is.
what we calling? No, we used to call it common entrance.
Oh, yeah.
That common again. What you call it now?
It's PEP, my bad. It was GSAT for me.
No, it's
PEP
PEP.
now.
Yeah.
And then they put under pressure and stress because all about the school, and then the society does, they divide the school. By the way, we have apartheid in Jamaica, you know that?
Huh?
Yeah, man, have apartheid in Jamaica. You ever know that? They look surprised.
No.
Oh, you didn't know you have new secondary schools and traditional high school.
No.
You didn't know that?
No. Honestly. No.
Oh yes, you have some schools that they refer to as new secondary schools, like Tarrant and Albertown, but your school now they refer to it as traditional high school.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's apartheid. Because and they treat them stupid, and they fight now to pass the PEP now because they want the child to go to Campion or to JC. They don't want them to go to Tarrant. You never thought of it, eh? It
No,
is.
honestly.
Yes, it is an apartheid in education. And it puts young people under stress.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
what
under
we should
pressure.
do, if all the schools were treated equally, all get good quality teachers, then any school you go to would be
Would be a school.
Would be a
good
good-
school.
a good
it's
school.
a good school. And you'd have persons traveling from Wall Harbour to come to JC and so on. And you'll notice that when you go for a job, they ask you, which school you went to? And I say, JC. So I say, up JC, you have to take him at JC. So you do have a party. It's no different from white and black. And because he's white, you take on the white. It's the same apartheid.
Yeah, that's true.
And the next, if you notice too, when you hear people talk, they will talk about which high school they went to. You ever hear they talk about which primary school?
With pride too.
Well,
If they go to a prep school, they'll mention it,
yeah.
Yeah.
but not a primary school.
No man, I will big up my primary school
Which
all
one
the
is that?
time. In some city primary.
Okay. Which one you went to?
I went to South Bar Primary School right in Portmore.
Okay, St. Catherine too. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so you guys continue to tell me about some of the challenges, but at the same time, when we identify challenges, we have to look at solutions. And I'm suggesting that you young people, we have to look at solutions. So continue to tell me, you might identify one, the family. That's a problem. And we think about that is just subjects that you need,
Right.
which is not necessarily so, because I've seen persons who graduate with first class, and I tell this story, I don't know if we can tell it for air, but this lady, she said, I said to her that on every egg she had a first class honors degree in computer science. Somehow the discussion came about chicken or fowl, I said, not every egg the fowl lay can hatch. And she said to me, Vernon, don't be stupid. If it's an egg, it can be hatched. Now, Vernon, who's very stupid, looked at her and said, I will say it very nicely for the air. I said to her, well, not only chickens lay eggs, do other animals have a young one every time they have an egg? I seem to try. I'll explain it further. But it's the point I'm making. I think you've missed it, Every egg cannot be hatched. You know that?
Yeah, they're good eggs and they're bad eggs.
No. If you have a hen and the hen stay by herself, she still will have an egg.
Yeah, that's true.
But the egg can be hatched. If you don't have a father, how the egg is going to hatch?
That's true.
You see, I catch you there.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
A simple thing about life, that young miss, and this is a real story, though. She has a degree in computer science with honors. I hope to God she's at least and she argued because she could understand the concept that from her idea, the moment it is an egg, it can be hatched. Not so. Unless there's a rooster as a father. Egg must have a mother and a father.
Yeah.
Anyway. back to you. So that proved the point that no matter what education you have, if you're not street smart, you'll be fooled.
It goes hand in hand.
Yes, it goes hand in hand.
Because if I'm being honest right now,
Mm-hmm.
like, I'll say that yes, education matters. It really much does, but you can't be educated and not have knowledge of the streets, because then you'll get yourself in certain situations and you don't know how
to handle it.
You're not socially. You're not.
Yeah. Not socially adjusted to deal with the situation. If you don't, real intelligence is not how much you know, but how you're able to use what you know to navigate.
Yeah,
that's right.
Life.
That's true.
No, Jamaica having a problem with crime and indiscipline. You mentioned about the home, and I said that I wonder if there are any homes, any families again.
Mm-hmm.
You wonder, sometimes the father's missing, the mother's missing, sometimes both of them are missing. Children are growing up themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And the indiscipline now has permeated the whole society from top to bottom, from bottom to top, in the schools too. Tell me some of the disciplinary challenges you see on the road, and how do you think, especially for the schools, how you think we can deal with that indiscipline
All right.
behavior?
Littering, that's something I see a lot daily, every day. I'll be in traffic and I just see someone eating a piece of cane in a little garbage and just throw it out. And it's as if the parents don't understand that long term, this is affecting Jamaica, this is affecting us. Because in the long run, we're the youth, we're going to take over, and they're not doing their part to make sure that the place is clean. Right?
And I can give you a simple solution for that. I've been talking about it for years. But until you guys start to bring more pressure on our leaders, it will not be done. And I'm going to say to all of you, when you're interested in national things, just make your, I call it politically partisan. No, that's not what I'm talking about. You must be aware of your country. It's very easy to solve, I've been recommending a ticketing system for everything.
Oh, fully electronic.
Yes, man, everything. So if you drop a sweetie, police will stop you. And it's easy to identify. If you don't have an idea, you will take a picture of you. We can't identify you because we don't have a national ID system. When they issue a ticket, if you're underage, your parents will have to pay for it. You can't get away. And anyhow you implement that ticketing system, you're not going to court for that. No. You drop a ticket unless you want to dispute it. If you want to dispute it, no, you go to court. That's simple. Why we can't implement it? You have to tell me why.
Weren't they doing something like that with the NIDS?
And I'm proud to tell you, I've been on that one, promoting it for 30 odd years. But we became so political that the little wishy-washy NIDS that we're going to have, it's not going to work. It has to. Can you have a country without somebody being registered? To me, the national identification system should be a system registering everybody. The only addition is that you get biometric information. There was a man dead, known as a man named Pico Head. Who is Pico Head? Somebody don't know who is Pico Head.
Yeah.
Right? You can't identify him because you don't have anything. You don't have no thumbprint, nothing at all.
So there's a lack of organization. There's a lack of organization because there's a lot of issues and there's a lot of solutions. Even with the whole indiscipline thing, I believe that this whole indiscipline thing came about because there's a lack of organization. Because if you look at the family structure, the fathers are missing.
I agree.
Right? If you look at the family structures...
I hope I'm missing to you, though.
No, sir. I will be there for my children. Right? And I will be there for my wife. But...
I hope the ladies are listening,
Yeah. Remember, my last name is Cain. Sugar Cane. But, yes, there is a lack of father figures. And I believe this whole dunce and this whole indiscipline mentality came about because of the media, right? Because in the homes there's a lack of a father figure, right? They then have to look outside to see how is it that a man behaves, or how is it that I must behave, how is it that society wants me to behave.
Yeah. Right.
So if it is that the media is portraying that in order for you as a person to be successful or to be liked, you have to portray a kind of dunce mentality.
Yeah.
Children will hearken on to that.
Well, some organizations were saying that about human rights. What I found very funny is that one human rights organization said that they have a right to learn. Not understanding that building a brand and how you project yourself is part of the learning process. They just think that learning is learning physics, chemistry, and maths. Now, if a youngster, it's my opinion, you don't have to agree with me. if a youngster come to school and behave a certain way, and you send them home, then my time I would send them home. You know what they would do with them?
Discipline them?
We call discipline though.
But you know,
you guys know what I'm talking about. You get it, right?
Yeah.
No, because of human rights, you can't do those things. But I tell you something, and that's why we must go back there. You know. But I'm telling you, when we were suspended or sent home, that was
free vacation.
Eh?
Free vacation.
Real.
Oh, but guess what? That's how I don't see. No, if I was a principal and I find someone with free vacation, they'll come back down there and mess up. You see, you're absolutely right. Youngsters see it as free vacation. It means, therefore, they don't value education. But at the same time, they can't come to the school, then they will understand that, well, they will learn something. So you probably can't add 2 plus 2. But I tell you something. If you go somewhere and you go there with good manners, and you can add 2 plus 2, because you get 2 plus 2, you get 22. They're probably more likely to employ, you know, because they want someone of integrity. So that vacation thing, I hear you. But I would tell you about an idea I also have. It goes with the national idea. I believe with the national demerit and the merit system.
Oh, yeah.
So all students, if you behave well, you get a merit.
That's somewhat that's implemented in schools today. Because at Jamaica College.
You heard it, I said? Nationally.
Oh, nationally.
Yes. And that will become part of your certification. So, if you get too many demerits, unless in your probably final year or 2 you have been re-socialized, we remove them. But you'll be part of your report. And if you get certain amount of demerits, you'll probably be called in by the ministry or somebody. So we'll know the troublemakers from before they leave. Now, if we know who you are, we know what to deal with you in terms of social workers and so on. So I believe in a demerit and national. You see, the system is all about you getting maths, chemistry, and physics. I believe that you must be assessed on your behavior. So you get a demerit or you get a merit. If you get certain amount of demerits, that means therefore parents have to be called in. And there are certain things, though, where the principal them take on. If you stab up a boy, that's not a school matter.
No?
That's a police matter. Because that's what I believe. And the system is so slack nowadays. And I will tell you something. They talk about your human rights.
Yeah.
The greatest right you have is not to wear any hat you want, to wear any hairstyle. But it's the right to be educated and to be socialized. So when you become an adult, you can compete with any and everybody. I think we're so concerned about fighting for rights that we are missing those rights. That when we leave school, nobody can step on you. I talk too much. Over to you guys.
I like that one. But I believe there needs to be a call for role models.
Yeah,
There
definitely.
needs, yes.
There needs to be
By the way, for those who are listening, we're talking with Jevaughn Cain and also Tony Kirlew from Jamaica College. We have a caller? And let's go to this caller on the line. Good afternoon. How are you? Good afternoon. I seem to have lost that person. Boy, probably at Jamaica College. Continue.
All right. So there needs to be a call for role models, right?
I agree on that because...
Hold on. Sister said that? I agree. Oh, you need to repeat it again.
No, I was going to say that.
Repeat. Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm saying that I agree with Jevaughn in terms of that role models because a lot of these youngsters, they look up to some artists.
Yeah.
Some
Don't. If you're going to call up your don't, I will ban you from the studio. Don't call that one name.
No call no name.
Right?
Yes.
But to them, because of the lack of father figures, they somewhat relate to them, as a lot of them are in the same financial situation that they were in at a point in time.
Yes.
But I call on there are better people in which that they can look up to. Because to me, or in my eyes, I didn't really have a father figure in my life because my father passed away. But
how old you were?
I was like 8, 7.
Mine passed when I was 3 years old.
3.
Yes.
And what I'll say is that my mother did what she's supposed to do, right? And for that, I'm grateful. She helped to shape me into the man I am today. But as well as the teachers, because these teachers, they understand and they see when a student is pushing, when a student is trying, and they're able to direct.
What's your mother's name?
Oh, Nikina Wait, or Nikina Kirlew, I should say.
Kirlew, okay.
Right.
Okay.
So I'll say that these teachers, or the male teachers...
You can tell her good afternoon.
Oh, afternoon, mommy. Yeah, love you, big girl.
That's serious.
But I'm saying these teachers, you can look at them as a role model because they actually push for the students.
Yes, yes. Well, there was a time when teachers were examples, but nowadays, boy, them treat teachers as anybody. Yeah. By the way, you still have your mother and father?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're still fortunate.
I have my mother and my father, yes.
What's the name? What's the name?
Michael Cain, Millicent Wesley, and my brother Michael Cain, and also my sister Michelle Cain. Right, big up the whole family.
Hello, officer, 10 years I've got to name the whole family, you know.
Well, on there, big up Dede, Tete,
Me, say.
Zeze.
Right. Now, we only have about 2 minutes left, and we need new leaders, new type of leaders. And I hope that one of you probably, but the thing is, you don't have to go into politics to be a leader, you know. I see myself even around this microphone as being a leader. Tell me as a leader what you bring to bear, which is different from what the average young people. You know, I don't answer this question. Anytime a particular person becomes the most popular person in the country, a convicted murderer, then it tells you something about that country. Okay, moving right along. And I'm not going to call them, because I'm going to promote them. All right. Yes, tell me what do you think needs to be done, and what are you prepared to do as young people to change this country and make it be the greatest little country in the world?
I think there's a misconception with what a leader is.
Mm-hmm.
Because growing up, they always say be a leader, not a follower, but they never told us what a leader is.
you know.
A leader should be a person that also serves the people that they are leading.
No, you have to repeat that for me. Hold on. A leader?
A leader should be a person who also serves the people that they are leading.
Who also serve the people that they are leading. I see.
Yeah, and a leader must also set an example.
A lawyer who's coming up afterwards, and he'll be proud of you. He's been preaching that message. Wendell Wilkins. Continue, my friend.
So, the thing with leaders in this generation is that leaders in this generation are relatable.
Yes.
They are relatable. They aren't necessarily setting a good example, or they aren't necessarily serving the people that they are leading. Right? So, as a student leader, me and Kirlew, as student leaders, one of the things that I always try to do is motivate my peers. Right? I will never see someone struggling in any aspect and I'll just leave them, let them struggle. I'll try to help as much as I can. And I also build up myself also for persons. I'm always thinking what can I do?
Guess what, you only have about 30 seconds left.
Oh no.
Yeah, so probably can hear from you, Tony.
All right. To me, the definition of a leader, it's subjective. But to me, a leader is someone who's willing to do what they must do, regardless of the consequences. And that to me is a leader. I consider myself a leader. Me and Jevaughn Cain, we are leaders.
The question is, will they be given an opportunity to lead in this country, which is going through turmoil? And probably what we need are not political solutions, but a people solution. 2 young gentlemen from Jamaica College, Jevaughn Cain and Tony Kirlew. They are definitely young leaders. The challenge is, with Jamaica, give them a chance to lead. Gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
You've made your school, I'm sure they're proud of you. I'm going to make sure they get a copy for you to send around.